Hi everyone, and welcome back to Waterhouse Forde. It's been an interesting time. Recently we've got quite a lot of progress done on the tractor, but right now we're waiting for a couple of parts to arrive. So I thought I'd do a quick video on how to set up the clutch. What I mean by that is basically set up the clutch pedal, and in particular the play, well, obviously to set it so that it's just about to engage but have just enough play on the top of the pedal, so that you're not riding the clutch when you're traveling. Again, or rather, I don't think this will be a long video. I think it will be reasonably straightforward and quick, but I didn't really want to make it part of another video because I imagine some people may just want to find how to set up their clutch, and so I thought I would do it as a separate short video. So yeah, I hope that this is helpful, and yeah, let's see how we get on with it. Okay, so we're here on what's essentially the left hand side of the tractor, of course, and what we've got, as you can see, this is the clutch pedal. It's currently not under, it's not even connected to that shaft. This bolt is loose, and what we want is that pedal needs to be just slightly, you can see it obviously stops up against this foot pedal housing. What we want is we want it just below that. Now I'm just going to use a spanner, put a spanner in there and tie the pedal up, so that I know that I've got that space in there permanently whilst I'm adjusting the clutch. And essentially what you do is you get your pedal where you want it, then you turn this square drive here so that you can just begin to feel the tension on the clutch, obviously inside here. This is the clutch lay shaft, as you know. Tighten it up and then take your spanner out, and then you should, the pedal should, because of this action of the spring on the release bearing, it should pop back up, but when you press it down it should not be engaging the clutch until you press it down that amount that you've left at the top here. There is a very specific measurement for that in the manual. I don't worry too much about that. I find that if it's just, as I say, roughly the thickness of the spanner, that's normally enough, and we can fine tune it as we go. So I'll just set the camera up properly, zoom in a little bit, and we'll get started. Okay, so I've just got a strap here that I'm going to use to just to tie the pedal up, and I'm just going to lay it over the top of the tractor here. And now, as I say, what you want to do is put a spanner in there just to give you that bit of clearance. There we go, just like that. And now I'll tighten this. There we go. I hope that'll hold. Yeah, okay. Now, this square drive is an 11/16. So 11/16 spanner fits there. What I want to do is just push that back. Yeah, that wasn't quite on. Now what I want to do is just tighten this nut up a little bit to create just a little bit of tension on this shaft. Right, now what we want to do, so when the pedal goes down, it's obviously turning the shaft this way, so we know turning this way essentially engages, or basically pulls back the clutch from the flywheel. So at the moment there's no tension on there. The clutch plate, the pressure plate is right up against the flywheel, and the engine is connected through to your drive. So what we want to do is bring that, and just there I can feel, so that you can see that's the spring action that we've got there, and there, hopefully you can hear that, that's where the release bearing is about to engage the clutch. So I'm going to come back just a little bit there and then tighten this up. And unfortunately I don't have enough hands here now, so I need to make this a little bit tighter. Let's try that again. Just there. Now, there. Hopefully I can. Don't have enough hands for this, but I might need to get the impact, because that will allow me to tighten that bolt without having to hold the other side. Give me 1 second. Okay, let's try this again. So we'll bring that down. It's engaging there. We're going to come back just like 1 degree and we're going to tighten that nut. And that should now hold it. I'll just check it. Yeah, it's nice and tight. Okay, so now if we remove our strap, and we remove our... Okay, so that's too much. We've got way too much there. Ah, interesting. Right, let's try that again. Okay, so we want that in there. Get our strap back on. Okay. Let's try it there. Okay, let's try that now. Okay, so now we can see we've got just that little bit of free play there, and if we push this all the way down we can feel the clutch disengaging. And that's basically it. It's as simple as that, really. If you wanted to test that, what you can do, I can't do it at the moment, but you can obviously turn the engine, put it in gear. As you can see, I don't have the gear lever on at the moment, but you can put your tractor in gear, turn the engine, or your PTO shaft, and obviously make sure the PTO is engaged, and you should then see the tractor rock forward and backwards as you turn one or the other. The other test that you can do is you can basically ride the tractor up the back wheel up onto a block, or just start coming up onto a block with this engaged, and then when you press the clutch it should roll back off of that block that you've just sort of mounted the back wheel onto, if you see what I mean. So just a chock or something like that. But I'll put a link to Bundy Bear's video. He did a video on this as well, and he runs through that whole test. So I'll put a link to that here now. But look, it is as simple as that. Now obviously this is something that you want to do from time to time, because your pressure plate will wear, and you'll find that this amount of play increases over time. And what you want to do is basically just loosen that off and run through this procedure again. Probably, it depends how much you use the tractor, of course, but and again, I'm sure that the service schedule probably talks about a specific time period or so many hours or whatever. But on this tractor, on my tractors, I would generally do this once a year, given the amount of use that my tractors get, which is pretty much every weekend during the summer and well, during the spring and the summer, and then a little bit in the autumn as well, but nothing in the winter generally. Anyway, so that's it. That's how you set up your clutch or your clutch pedal. Hope that was informative. Hope that that helps, and of course we look forward to seeing you all on the next video. So cheers for now.